Okay, so I thought I'd show you my indoor growing setup. This is my office. To the left here you have my actual office where I work. Here is my sowing corner / indoor seed starting station. So here's my cotton plants. They are growing and growing and growing, and I'm actually at the top of this right now, so I'm gonna have some issues very soon. I accidentally burned one of the leaves a bit. I hope it survives. These lights are from Nelson Garden, and I have more of them. I have for all 3 shelves. The problem is my lights are old, and the cable that comes with them, they were damaged. So I reached out to them to get just the cable. They sent me new ones very kindly, but they have changed the plug, so it doesn't fit anymore. And I have tried to find some kind of connection between them. I just gave up and ordered new lights for these 2 shelves, which is very much needed by now. I will sort these out as well, but I don't have the headspace for that right now. Once I do, I will move the new ones over to this side, and I will have to try to find somewhere else to store this. Down here I have peppers. This is California Wonder. Big fan because I think it's high producing, and it's also one of few peppers, in my opinion, that reminds you of the ones you buy in the store. And that's not always a bad thing, by the way. Something reminding you of store-bought. This is the... I've already forgotten from last time I talked about them. I think you might call them ground cherries in the US, but I'm not sure. Here is chili. He's balancing on top of the others right now. This is Lombardo, so it's not the strongest chili in the world, but still some taste to it. And he's balancing here because he's not welcome to mingle with the peppers, because then I will accidentally mix them up. Here we have leek, and you can see I had some issues when I did my planting. This soil was very compact, so once watered it became very compact. So you can see here that it's actually a bit green. It's not mold, it's more like algae. That will be less of an issue once these are replanted later on. And I usually sow these a couple in each plug, because then I can just put the entire plug into the ground. Here we have something very lonely, very sad. This is another one of these that got too wet. And this is artichoke. I have exactly 1 artichoke. So I think I'm gonna try and sow a couple more, even if it might be a bit late. I mean, you win some, you lose some, right? So here is my little office corner for my home office. And I just set this up. I've had this plastic tray for many years. It's really nice because it's not pretty, but it's really nice because it has a good edge. So you can just stand here and repot without pouring the soil all over the floor. I also have some extra pots and mini greenhouses, perlite. And this is actually worm compost with some perlite in it, apparently. And here I have 1 pepper that wanted to live, and one that had a very sad way of dying. You can see they're all crumbled up here. I forgot to move this one from the heat mat once they had sprouted. So I mean, the soil was too wet, but they still managed to die by thirst. Then I have jalapeno. They are looking good. I got the perlite as a way to counterbalance the fact that this dirt was very compact, very hard to water without making, you know, a sticky mess where the roots wouldn't be able to thrive and grow and instead suffocate. So that's why. So for all my upcoming sowings, that will be a part of it, even though I prefer not to have to buy in and mix up, but since I'm still buying soil in bags because I don't have enough in my compost, I mean, I might as well buy that as well. In a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have to start with my tomatoes, and as you can see, these will soon want their own pots. These will want bigger ones as well. These are trying to take over the world. It's gonna be tight if we're gonna fit everybody in here. If I can make everything fit in here until early March, then I can at least start putting things in our south-facing windows. These will have grown past before then. We'll see what I do about them. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you soon. Okay, so this is 2 days after I did the update. Look at this. I'm gonna have to order another set of lights to put in a window. So much for another couple of weeks.